to another live mini reading session. I'm doing live mini readings for $15 today. So excited to be here with you guys. If you're clicking on this after it's already been uploaded, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out when I do these mini sessions because they're not planned. I don't always do them all the time. And I always just usually post about it in my stories or in my community tab when I'm gonna do it. And usually it's like the day before or same day. So, and also you wanna make sure you ring that notification bell because I do live free readings sometimes and I never announce those. So that's why you wanna get the notification so you can pop in. And yeah, I want to thank everybody who's purchasing readings. Thank you so much for all of your support. And anybody who's clicking in right now, if you're interested, I only have like 2 people signed up right now. So if you want to get your reading like stat, sign up because you won't have to wait very long at all. And if you want to sign up, just type in the comments below and my assistant is here to help you sign up and get a spot. So we're going to move forward. What's up, the doll face diva? What's up, Priyanshi? I'm just waiting for Liren Kitten to show up. Liren Kitten, are you here? Let me know if you're here because I'm about to start in with your reading. I want to make sure that you don't miss it because I know you've been, I know that you know you want to make sure you get this reading. So we're just chilling, waiting for Liren Kitten to show up. Really excited to be here with you guys on the other side of this strawberry supermoon we just had. The last pick a card reading that I posted on my channel, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. I don't care about views. My channel is not monetized. I just want to make sure you guys don't miss it because it was a really cool reading because this supermoon is basically the culmination of so many manifestations. What I've been noticing in my own life and the lives of a lot of my friends and also my clients and people I've been doing coaching with, I noticed the patterns and it's so interesting. It seems like so many people are having things come through and manifest right now that they've been trying to manifest like forever. And I think a lot of the growth we just went through the last 6 weeks with that Mercury retrograde cycle and those eclipses has really paved the way for us. The energy there was so harsh. We were going through so many lessons, but now it's like we're popping off and we're blossoming and we're blooming and we're harvesting and the fruit is coming and it's just incredible. There's some cool things coming in. So if you're in a hard place right now, please don't give up hope and know that this growth is probably just helping you to let go of the people and the places and the situations that no longer serve you so that you can make room and make space for your manifestations. So all of us right now are probably being called to embrace change. It's kind of scary, but the changes are going to be incredible. I promise you, the planets are on your side right now. I promise you the energy is on your side. And it wasn't like that for a long time. If you look back at the planetary aspects of the last 2 years, it was crazy. And we're finally here in a period where everything's starting to work out in our favor. And so, yeah, we're going to see some good energies. So that's my speech, okay? Just kidding. All right. Aw, thank you, Priyanshi. Okay, what's up, Liren Kitten? We're gonna get into it. So, basically, Liren, you're asking about this guy named Lynn. And you're wondering what the heck is going on because you really thought Lynn was like your new person and things were gonna move forward. And I don't know if I pulled cards for you, maybe we saw that. But for whatever reason, it's been a month since you've heard from him. So you're wondering what's going on? How do they feel? Are they coming back? I'm also going to pull cards for you and ask, should you reach out to them or should you wait for them to reach out to you? I don't know. These are all the questions I'd probably have in your situation. So let's dig into it. So I'm just going to pull some general cards first. What do you need to know about the situation? What does Liren need to know about Lynn? What does Liren need to know about Lynn? To know about Lynn. Huh. That's so interesting. How does Lynn feel about Liren? How does Lynn feel about Liren? How does Lynn feel about Liren? How does Lynn feel about Lauren? How does Lynn feel about Lauren? What the hell? This is so weird. Why is he not talking to you? Okay, so I got this vibe when I got this card. Like, Lynn is kind of pulling back, looking at things from a different perspective. Obviously, he has distanced himself from you. He was coming at you there for a while. But it's almost like he gave up prematurely. Maybe he didn't recognize that you really were like, hey, here's an offer, here's my heart, I'm so down, I really like you. I have a feeling that he just got really in his head, that he's overthinking things, like that he doesn't know you like him. I don't want to give you false hope. This is the kind of message I would never give anybody, but I just have to read what the cards are saying. And the cards are saying that, like, he still likes you. He still wants to step forward and pursue you, but he self-sabotaged. He maybe misinterpreted your signals. He got in his head. He really doesn't think he has a chance with you. This says advancement and success, but you're going to need a strategy. So I'm going to look into that. You know, I really believe if someone's meant to be with you, that you don't need to like figure it out or manipulate the situation, but maybe you do need to send some energy his way. I don't know. At the same time, if somebody is really like self-sabotaging that hard that they're not seeing the opportunity, is that someone you want to get involved with? That's my question, is like, if they're really that low self-esteem and like they're just self-sabotaging, I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like he has good energy. I think he's sweet. I think you guys would be great together. I feel good vibes. So I asked, how does he feel about you? And I got, I want to take the next step. I also got that he feels chemistry and he wants something with you. He looks at you and can picture himself being with you. But for some reason, he wants to wait. So the next thing I'm going to do is check into his personal life. And look, there's always the whole he's just not that into you. I don't want to sit here and make excuses for why he's not stepping forward, because I truly believe if you care about someone, nothing's going to get in the way. But like, you know, so I don't want to be one of those girls that's like making excuses. But I don't know, what if his grandpa died? That kind of stuff. There seems to be, it's only been a couple weeks, okay? If it had been 6 months, it'd be like, girl, that ship has sailed. But what I'm trying to say is I don't think the ship has sailed. I think he still likes you. But this says, I know I hurt you. I have no explanation. I tend to self-sabotage when I'm in a relationship. It's a pattern I'm just barely becoming aware of. If you wait around for me, I can't promise I'll be as ready as you are. It's like in his head, he's just overthinking everything, and he's just really didn't think he had a chance with you, or he didn't think he was good enough for you, or he just thought you weren't interested, or I don't know. It could be that you guys are both beating around the bush, and like you're waiting for him to reach out to you and he's waiting for you to reach out to him. It might be he doesn't, like, it's not clear, like, you know, the ball is obviously in his court, but he might not know it. Now, me being a woman in her 30s is gonna be like, if that guy is so oblivious he doesn't know the ball's in his court, maybe he's not really mature enough to handle a woman like you, and you might just want to go find someone else who's got the balls, you know what I mean? Literally got the ball and ready to throw it in your court. But I don't know. I'm not one to judge, and I just think he likes you. I do think he wants to be with you, and there's all these signs about like this may be working out, and if we pulled cards in the past and I saw this, I still see it. And it's just weird. So what is going on in this guy's head? What is going on? Like, why has he not been reaching out? Can you get that? Well, we gotta ask ourselves what was going on this last month. What was going on over the last 4 weeks or so? A freaking crazy clusterfuck of energy with all the planets, and it was hard, you know? So he probably had his own fires to put out. This Mercury retrograde, these eclipses, were drawing a lot of people back into. Oh, this card flew onto the floor. This Mercury retrograde, all this energy made people kind of want to crawl into their shell and hide. And old doubts, old fears, old insecurities, childhood trauma, all this crazy stuff came out. For some people, it was very visceral and it was just like very obvious. For other people, it's just like a bad vibe, a bad feeling. And so, you know, he has not been feeling well. He has not been feeling himself. His mental health has not been that great. That's what I'll tell you. On a scale of 1 to 10 of how bad it is, to me, it's like a 6, maybe a 7. I don't think he's doing so bad mental health wise that he needs like severe help. I mean, I can't say that for sure, but like I don't sense it's something horrible. I just sense that he's definitely not feeling confident to date. And so he's feeling very insecure. He feels like he needs to protect himself for his healing. Things are not going his way. And he just doesn't feel like he can have fun. If he was to flirt with you and try to take you out and pursue you, it'd be like he's faking it. And it's just because he just can't go there. Have you ever been so depressed or like been dealing with something personal that's so bad that you didn't want to flirt, you didn't want to have sex, you didn't want to date, you didn't want to leave your house, you just kind of want to be on your own chilling, you know? That's where he's at right now. So he thinks he self-sabotaged. He thinks he blew it because he kind of went into a little bit of depression and time passed and like he just thought maybe you got over him. He's literally just feeling like he's just not feeling well, you know? I bet you have empathy because you probably felt like that before. But he's, you know, this is him. And your guides are saying like, yes, balance is going to come back to him and he's going to feel better, but you might not like... You're going to have to decide if you're going to sit around and wait. Because your energy is so bright. You're calling in people, you know. I don't know exactly if this is going to align, but I guess I need to ask that. Because a lot of the cards in the beginning were saying, yeah, it's going to align. So will he come back around? Will Lynn come back around? I feel like he got in over his head. He got really excited about you and it was just going so fast and he realized he couldn't offer you this right now and didn't want to get your hopes up, didn't want to hurt you. He feels really guilty, really strong self-sabotage, self-loathing energy right now for him. Let's see. Is he going to come back around? Yes, he's coming back. Can I get a confirmation? Is he coming back around? Is he coming back around? Yeah, calling in your soulmate. Yeah, he's coming back. Maybe when? I can't say for sure. Take this with a grain of salt. But I'm going to try to pull a timeline. When will you hear from Lynn again? When will Aaron hear from Lynn again? When will Aaron hear from Lynn again? Maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You'll hear from him pretty soon. But this is a red flag. That's what I was picking up on is like... something's off here and it's not you, it might be him, and he might not be stable for a relationship right now. So when he comes back, you're gonna have to just kind of be using your intuition, and you're very psychic, you're very intuitive. A lot of times us women who are healers, we tend to be attracted to wounded men. Remember, it's not our responsibility to heal these wounded men. But I don't know. This seems to be a soulmate of yours. There's a magical energy here. I feel like something special between you guys. And I bet you when you talk to him, he's probably going to apologize and tell you like some crazy story of something that happened to him. He'll probably leave out some details because he doesn't want to overwhelm you, and he'll probably gloss over some stuff. But basically, he's probably going to try to code over the fact that he just went into a depression and self-sabotaged. You know, it happens, you know. Have you ever gotten really excited that you were going to get healthy and go out in the sun more and eat fruits and vegetables. And so the first couple days you do that, but then you spiral back into eating fast food and just like sleeping all the time. And, you know, that's like what he did in this relationship. He's like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to meet a girl. I'm like, ready. Let's do this. And then he starts getting all this attention. And then he freaks out, gets overwhelmed, and goes and crawls back in his hole. Because, yeah, that's kind of what happened. So he's very insecure. This guy's very, very insecure. And I'm not trying to be hard about him, but that's what's going on underneath the surface with him. But, you know, he's drawn to you because you guys just have so much fun together. And, you know, you're frustrated because, you know, you also started developing a friendship with him. And it's like, you're so chill. You're just like, that's what's annoying too, is it's like, you're just interested in exploring this relationship for whatever it is. And you're not trying to put any pressure on him. I just feel like he put the pressure on himself. So don't worry, you didn't do anything. You didn't scare him away. He just got scared, you know? And he doesn't have the courage to like put that into words or explain that to you. So he's just gonna ghost, you know? So you're gonna get the answers though. You're gonna talk to him. He's been dealing with loss. He's definitely been dealing with some type of loss in his life. There's a lot of chaos that's been around him. I think it's gonna pass. I think it's the same loss and chaos we all experienced over the last 6 weeks. It's just a special form of it for him and his growth, you know? So you can't fall in love when you're putting out all these fires. So, and maybe he also had to move unexpectedly, like an unexpected move. Maybe his home situation or his living situation kind of got messed up and now he's having to deal with this. He's also struggling with wordiness, you know? But there's something good coming. I do think you're going to hear from him again. I do. At least where the energy's at right now. Like, I feel like he's thinking of you, and like, he probably doesn't know how much time has passed. I don't think he's been sitting there realizing it's been a month. For him, it's like he recently talked to you last. I think, yeah. Just listen to him. Oh, you asked, would he feel emasculated if I offered a healing ceremony to him? Nah, I think it's like, remember how I said us healing women, we always feel attracted to these wounded men? I think that's so sweet, but I think that that might be something that would be more appropriate if you guys were like in a long-term relationship or you knew each other longer, or maybe that was the nature of the relationship. I would try to navigate this connection outside of the healing stuff, even if he's into that. It takes time for a man to be able to trust you with that kind of stuff, but I'm sure that you could probably instantly clear and align his chakras, you know? And I think that just your presence will be healing for him, and I think that's why we got the listen card. Almost like he's gonna, just you listening to him and holding space for him for whatever he brings up to you, or however he comes back to you, will be so beautiful and so healing for him. And, you know, maybe just keep it at that. But I'd probably want to do the same thing. I'd be like, yo, let me pull cards for you. But it's like respecting his his healing. Because that's why we got the bear card. The bear is all about boundaries, and I got healing reversed. And so, and this is like, he needs space to do his own healing. But, you know, he has gratitude towards you. He really cares about you. And I think whatever this is, it's just like time got the best of him, and he's been busy, and like there's just this stuff he's going through and this loss he's facing. And you'll probably hear the whole story later. So be patient with him. I get this message he'll be back perhaps in a couple weeks, and he just needs some time to make some choices. I'm getting a strong message not to reach out to him, at least not right now. Maybe wait 2 weeks and just do something playful or fun. Um, it would be pushing and prying right now. I just feel like to give him that space, just wait for this full moon to settle a little bit. Yeah, and I think he just doesn't have any flexibility in his time, his life, or his schedule right now, and it's like he rushed into it too fast, and now it's almost like he's kind of embarrassed because he knew that he didn't actually have anything to offer, but he just got caught up in the connection. But your guides are saying trust yourself, because you know that you have some type of infinite connection with him, that you guys go back, you can feel the soul connection. Trust that there's definitely something here. I feel it. And then your guides are like, just keep it simple. No need to complicate, no need to reach out. You have this information now. It would be tempting to message him and be like, oh, if you're going through something, I'm here for you. But that would be the worst thing to tell him right now, because he is still processing it and doesn't want to feel like he wants to feel like he's got it under control. You know what I mean? Don't worry though. Trust the universe. This is just having the willingness to trust synchronicity that he's brought in your life for a reason, and in the same way he'll probably be brought back. And so give it some time. He just has some responsibilities to handle, and your guides are protecting this situation. I just keep getting the message he doesn't realize how much time has passed. But soon he will realize it, and he'll probably reach out, because I don't think he wants to lose you or the opportunity he has with you. He just has some fires to put out first. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'm sending you so much love and light. So if you guys are here, yes, I'm offering $15 mini readings, and there aren't too many people in line right now, so if you purchase right now, then you'll get your reading like pretty soon. And yeah, all you have to do to purchase is just write in the comments below, and my partner is here, and they're gonna help you sign up. He wrote something, he pinned something. He's putting down the wait times, so you know how long you have to wait. So yeah. Oh wow! So when you drank plant medicine, you saw a bear. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty much one of the first cards that came out for you. If you want to look up the bear, go to spiritanimals.com. Spirit-animals.com. That is my favorite resource for looking up messages from the spirit animals. But of course, just meditating on the message and the animal yourself is the best way to get the vibe. But I love that website. Check it out. All right, so who's next? Sharon is next. Hi, Sharon. In love? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Sharon, what is coming towards you in love? So, just give me a second. I'm just sorting my cards. Tapping into Sharon. What is coming towards Sharon? Sharon. What's coming towards Sharon in love? Wow, this tells such a clear story. It's like really kind of scary on point. So I'm getting this vibe like you're on the other side of a breakup. And I don't know how recent this was, but to me it feels recent. So either it was recent or it was just a big loss to where like you've been processing it, and maybe the Mercury, this last energy cycle, the last 6 weeks I've been talking about a lot because it was a huge astrological event, kind of shook things up. So it's possible that like maybe this ex of yours came up on your mind, or maybe you guys were on and off and you're like just trying to finally walk away or something. I don't know if you had children with this person, but this could also mean like you are at this point where you've been like healing yourself, healing the inner child, getting back in touch with things that are fun for you and trying to bring more of a sense of like adventure into your life. So I basically see your energy healing and clearing and rising and your heart opening on the other side of this breakup. So your guides just really want you to trust. They're saying you did not go through all that for nothing. You are being prepared for love on a higher level. Another interpretation that I could get for this is if your breakup was very recent, it could be where you're still thinking a lot about this person. It could be that Spirit is trying to tell you that you need a little bit more time before you move on to a new connection, like that you need to be loyal to yourself first. So those are some messages I'm getting, but honestly, the next person who's coming to you is not too far away. And usually when I get this card, it means like in 3 to 6 months, like very soon, usually 3 to 6 months. Certainly not. Yeah, this is 2022 and this is the Wands energy and it's fast. So this is very much like you're not going to be single for too much longer. And I got a huge confirmation that yes, there's someone new coming into your life. So this could even be August. In August we have the Lionsgate portal on 8/8, and I always clear my I clear my schedule by that date, and I put a ton of love readings in stock. And I just sit because I know around that time of year I'm getting tons of people hitting me up because everybody's falling in love then. So it makes me wonder, are you one of those people who's going to be aligning with a soulmate maybe around that time or shortly after that energy transit? I think it's funny. I think that something's right around the corner and you just don't know it. Well, now you do. So we're going to look at more specifics on who this person is, what you need to know about it. Oh wow, bam, right away we pull the Prince of Swords. Okay, so this is somebody who is, first of all, they're very level-headed. They're very calm. They're just like your rock. Very strong, divine, masculine energy, which means they're not overly sensitive, they're not very emotional. Doesn't mean that their heart is blocked or anything, but they're more logic and order and structure, and they're taking care of business. They have a very logical way of looking at things, and they're wonderful at giving advice, and they're a great listener. So you will have very long, mentally stimulating, deep conversations with this person. I definitely see you guys like closing a restaurant because you're there talking all night. You don't realize they're closing and all the chairs and everything around you are being put up, and you're like, oh my gosh, let's move to the next location because they're closing here. We've sat here talking all night. I definitely see you losing sleep the first couple of months of the relationship because you're just texting and texting and texting until the crack of dawn, and like it just seems like you can't stop talking with this person. You can just talk to them forever. You never run out of things to talk about, and that's totally a Prince of Swords thing. It's also possible that they are like a therapist, a counselor, a teacher, or a professor for that very reason. They are very great at communications. They could be a journalist. And a lot of times this is like a doctor or somebody who's in med school, even the law. So a very traditional role, a very traditional person. I hate to assume that you're interested in men, but I see a man, and if you're interested in women or anybody else on the spectrum of gender, you'll just notice this person has strong divine masculine energy. So they're going to be the pursuer in the relationship. And in fact, this person will probably spot you before you even notice them. They will come up to you. They have confidence. And they're very methodical. So the way that they approach this relationship, you're not even going to have to worry. They're going to be one step ahead of you. They're going to be following up, texting you, asking you on the next date. Like everything's going to flow effortlessly, and you're going to be well taken care of. And you're not going to have to make any plans either. Like later in the relationship, you can be more partners and you make plans and stuff too. But in the beginning, They're like, we're going to go here, we're going to do this, wear that. They're very chivalrous, opening doors and all that. And it's refreshing. It's just refreshing to have someone who's like that classic salt of the earth type of man who you know will take care of you and provide and protect, and you don't have to worry. So, you're really looking for somebody here that's very grounded. They're not caught up in the drama. They love to read. They've always got a book in their hands. They're always got the nose in the books. And, I also see something about them loving to speak. So I seen something about a podcast. They might tell you that they always wanted to start a podcast, or they could be like a podcaster or something. Definitely seen that. And if that's the case, they're probably talking about like politics or conservationism. They seem to have like a really strong heart for the earth. They're very good, like very science minded. They might have a background in science. They could have gone to school for something like that. They're just a light. They're a light worker like you. So they've definitely been put here on this planet to spread good vibes, uplift the energy. So they're going to have a passion, a mission. When you speak to them, they're very purpose driven. They have goals. They're not just farting around, You're going through a lot of healing right now because you're getting aligned with this person. It's not like you're worthy. It's not like you're not worthy or you're not ready. It's just a lot has to be flushed and cleared so that you're ready to receive this person, because this is love on a higher level. And sometimes it's like our own doubts that hold us back, or our own limiting beliefs. If you've never experienced a love like this, it's hard to imagine how that can even be possible, or how someone could even be like this. So you're healing, you're releasing, you're purging, trust the process. But synchronicity is definitely going to bring this person in your life. I'm going to ask, how are you going to meet? Any messages I can get. I don't always see everything, just what you need to know. Son of Cups. Keep getting messages about it being a big opportunity for you. I see something about you rearranging your career or your finances, having to make some new goals and having to move things forward. Maybe you move jobs, or you start working towards something. Something on that path puts you in this person's path. So, maybe you're in a new place, new people, making new choices. I would highly suggest to work on this area, your finances and your career and your stability. That way you attract someone who's prosperous and stable. I always say like attracts like. So the qualities of the Prince of Swords could also be something to take on. Logical, stability, education, being smart with your finances, living more purpose-driven. Those are things that could call this person in your life. But it seems like they're on their way already, honestly. Anything else you need to know about them? Yeah, look, connection. You are manifesting this. Like, it will be a deep, beautiful connection. And your guides are telling you might need to change your habits to put yourself in this person's, in their path. It's going to happen quite naturally, but remember, if you always do what you've always done, you're always going to get what you've always got. So the message is, try something new, shake things up, and this message right here is very much about, I just see you going new places, doing new things. And it has something to do with getting on a new career path or bringing in more finances. And they're saying this possibility, honestly, is coming your way so soon. This is the second time that we've got the soon card. So you're not going to be waiting years for this person. Look, they're saying rewards are coming because, you're ready for love on a higher level, like you've ascended. Basically just means that you've learned some lessons and you're moving up, you're moving forward, moving on. And this just makes sense that it's time for this. It's your time. So many messages about this coming soon, this being approachable. Rewards are coming, like specific words about there being a connection coming in your life, synchronicity. The first card I pulled from this deck was an archetype of a person. I mean, they're very, very close for you. I did not have to go digging through these cards to find this person at all, which means you're not going to have to go digging out there either. Keep focusing on you. So I hope that this message resonates. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you next time. All right, you guys, what's up? To anybody who just clicked into the chat, I am offering live mini readings for $15. I only have a couple people in line right now, so you're not going to have to wait very long to get your reading at all. Yeah. If you want to get a reading, just type down below. My partner is here to help you sign up. And if not, no problem, no pressure. Just hang out, chill with us. We're just relaxing together, pulling cards, exploring things. Hope you enjoy. So we're going to move on to the next person.
Mari?
So Mari is next.
What are my next steps in my career?
Okay, so what are your next steps in your career? This is a really great question, Mari. This is a very clear question. Can definitely get you that answer. So for Mari, for Mari. Okay. Next step in Mari's career. Okay, so I'm gonna get your next steps, but this is just helping me to tap into your situation, and maybe it'll help you to know that like there's some encouragement coming for you in the meantime. So the first card I got, oh, it's kind of roasting you a little bit. It says, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. This does make me think that, like, perhaps you're just feeling really lost, really unsatisfied, really burnt out in your career. Sometimes we get to this point in our career path where we realize, like, shit, this isn't what I want at all, and I spent all these years building towards this, and like I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't know. I don't know if that's where you're at, like if you just want to walk away from it all and burn it down, but I sense that. I kind of sense that if you didn't have to, if you were a multi-millionaire billionaire, that you probably wouldn't work. And so I think this is a really good point in your path and in your journey to go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, if I had unlimited resources, what would I do with my time? What would I give to this world? What would I give? I know that sounds like a big question, but let's say that like you won the lottery, millions of billions of dollars or whatever. Yeah, you're going to buy a bunch of shit. You're going to get a house. You're going to get cars. You're going to travel. You're going to lay on the beach and drink pina coladas. But eventually that's going to get boring. And I used to work with incredibly wealthy people. And the one thing I realized about these people is they all had a job, even if they didn't have to. They all did something. They were a teacher or a photographer or this or that or a writer. And it was like those resources allowed them to be able to choose their true path. And in a lot of ways, that's what we need to do. We need to realize that this is an abundant, limitless universe, and we do have all the resources we need, even if it doesn't seem like it, to get on our true path. So it's scary because once you realize that, sometimes from that perspective, you realize that maybe you don't want to be on the path you're on anymore, or that maybe the path you're on needs to be tweaked. And so if that's the case for you, don't be scared, because I realized this early on my journey at a certain point that I needed to just completely go on a different path, because I had chosen the path I was on out of fear, out of, I don't know, this is just all I knew how to do. This is what my only option seems like. I just kind of fell into it. Life passed me by before I knew it. Like I built these skills, but I didn't want to do it anymore. And I didn't even know what I wanted. So from that point, it's important to give yourself a chance to taste things, to try life. Use your resources in your day job to help you nights and weekends, take classes, meet new people, get some art supplies, travel. You want to get back in touch with yourself, engage with the inner child, And, from there, you get a point in the right direction. You can make a vision board, you can set some intentions and some goals, and nights and weekends, you can work towards educating yourself for the new path or starting the business or whatever it is. So it's just, you need to get back in touch with your true self and with your true desires. And yeah, there are definitely some choices that need to be made, but your guides are telling you that things are looking up. Like you're getting really close to making a decision here and getting on this new path. Just how this horse is like in this boat, and it looks like they have just turned the boat in a different direction. Almost like this path was about to go here and off this cliff, but they turned it at the last minute. And I think that's you. I think you're getting ready to kind of like steer somewhere else and go, never mind, I'm going here. And that's okay. When you look back, you're going to see how every single thing you chose, every single thing you did, every single thing you tried, every single thing you educated yourself in ended up being a stepping stone. It will all fit together perfectly. Okay, it really will. Lots of messages here about you taking a vacation. This says taking a trip. This says time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. If you have a pen or you can pull up something on your phone or computer, I'd love you to write this down. There's a meditation I highly recommend you do that has like changed my life. It's called Jason Stevenson, Meet Your Future Self Meditation. So it's Jason Stevenson, but he spells it Stephenson. Jason Stevenson, Meet Your Future Self Meditation. Do that meditation, and it's going to unlock some stuff. Seriously. If they're telling you to meditate, I would suggest that one. So I did that meditation on the beach a couple of days ago. I tend to do that meditation once every couple years. It's very, very powerful. And but even if you didn't do the meditation, you're gonna be fine. It's not the answer to everything, but I think it will help you. As far as your next step in your career, your next step would be to stop worrying so much about your career. Just go through the motions and keep your head down what you're doing right now. Just keep the abundance going in. Take good care of your health and rest and vacation. Make your life about resting and taking as many vacations as you can over the next 6 months or so. I feel like you need a change of scenery, like you need inspiration and you need rest and peace. Because it's, you just mentioned, I just saw your comment how you feel like you're feeling really torn between two paths. The answer will become clear, but you're going to have to come to peace in order to get it. And so, just so you know, your guides are saying you're going to have a really happy family life and tons of financial security, and you're going to be like living a life where you're just seeing the magic in every little thing, and people are like looking at you and they're just like, damn, how did she do it? And like they're all going to want to know your secret. So you're on the edge of something really big here. And remember, these two paths you're trying to choose between, don't freak out that like if you choose one thing that, sometimes we think if we choose the wrong path, we're going to get screwed up or we're going to regret it. The universe doesn't punish us for one thing and then reward us for another. There's just actions and consequences no matter what path we take. Not everything has to be monetized and turned into a career path. This for me is a career, but I have so many other gifts I'm using and things I love to do outside of this that are not a career. Sometimes I think I want to make it into a career path, but I'm satisfied to an extent where maybe I don't have to do that. So I love that quote where it's like, you need 5 hobbies, 1 to keep you fit, 1 to make you money, 1 for, I don't know, I forgot the other 3, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe you just choose one of these paths for money, but the other path you don't let go of. It's a dream. Maybe you put it on the back burner for a while though, because I will say when you choose one path, you do need to put a lot of focus and consistency into it. So I think it's good you're considering just making one choice because you don't want to spread your energy too thin between a bunch of things. It can be very difficult to start 2 businesses at once, but who knows, maybe you choose the one that resonates the most right now, but you're not going to have to give up on your other idea. There might be a way to integrate it or, to also do it, if that makes sense. So your guides are saying that there is a significant life event that's about to happen for you, and it's going to cause a huge revelation, and it's going to lead to a lot of change in your life. And there's this hint here that says time to spread your wings. I think this is about you going to a specific place. It could be like you're at literally like a temple in Asia, or you're, on a mountaintop somewhere and like tears just run down your face because like you connected with something, or like an epiphany happened. And those moments happen where something just hits you, you have an epiphany. That happened to me when I started Rainbow Harmony. I just had this epiphany. I thought of the name Rainbow Harmony. I knew I wanted to start my channel, and it was like a lot of like little intuitions and ideas that kind of added up until I had that light bulb moment. So I kind of see something like that for you, where you're going to have a light bulb moment. But that's why your guides are telling you to get the vacation and take the rest. You might not have to make this choice right now. Oftentimes it's when we just let go and we say, you know what, fuck it, I give up. Maybe my career is just never going to get better and it's just going to fall apart, but I don't care. I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to hang out with my family. I'm going to go to this place. I'm going to just read on the beach. It's a lot of times during that energy that you let go and then it comes, Is there anything else that you need to do for your career, your next step? Yeah. I just feel like it's such a cop-out for me to tell you to rest and take a vacation and have fun, but that's literally what the cards are saying. And you know me, I coach people on how to start businesses, on how to get on their true paths. And a lot of times I'm giving people really practical advice, but this is more emotional and spiritual here, what we're getting for you today. 9 of Water. The joy of simply being alive spreads itself in ever-widening circles. No pushing on your part is needed. This is a great time to be creative. Let what is arising inside you to take form. Genuine joy constantly breeds more joy, infecting all those you touch. So keep the inner channels open. Don't block them again with memories of your dead past. Ooh, look at this. Upsurge of power, exuberance, thankfulness, great receptivity and freedom. I think that's what you need. That's why I think about you taking vacations and resting, experiencing happiness and spreading it. You need to I don't know if you listen to Abraham Hicks, but it's like you need to get in the vortex. So you need to raise your vibration. And the way to do that is through time in nature, fun, joy, bliss. But before you can go out and do that, you just need to rest. So I would say make your number one goal right now resting, sleeping more, chilling. Give yourself permission to give up and not push so hard, and it's going to feel so good. You might be scared, oh no, if I just give up, everything's going to fall apart. But no, everything's going to come together. Sometimes we have to let go of control. Sometimes we have to just surrender and let the flow take us where we need to go. So if you can't decide between those two choices, if you don't know what to do yet, maybe it's just not time for that. It's time for this right now. And so that's your next steps in your career. Everything's going to work itself out. You're going to make that choice. I think right now you're, resentful of your day job and like where you're at, and that's okay. But they're saying very soon you're aligning with something. There's going to be a serendipitous moment. Like the moment that my friend dragged me to a tarot shop for my first reading, and I had this reading that changed my life and it connected me with the tarot, and here I am to tell the tale. Something's going to end up in your hands. You're going to come across the right piece of information and it's going to click. And so it's like you need to align yourself for that. So resting, vacationing, and they're saying release the thought that this has to happen now. Release working your ass off. Stop working so hard and do the bare minimum. You're not going to get fired if you do the bare minimum. Everyone else is doing the bare minimum. Time just to reel it back and stop over giving a little bit and just kind of start indulging in your life. I promise no one's going to notice and you'll get away with it. This is desperation. You might be, there's a lot of fear going on in the media. Oh, the economy, whatever. But, you're going to get what's coming to you. There's nothing that can happen on this planet that will take away your good energies and your good karma and your karmic storehouse of wealth and abundance that's coming to you. You know, you don't need to move forward in this energy. Choose your path out of love, not fear. There's a part of you that's like, this needs to happen now, but your guides are like, no, let this be gifted to you. This next part of your path is a gift. It's nothing that you need to do. It's what you need to receive and what needs to come. So really, you don't need to do anything. Maybe what you want, I feel like deep down, maybe you don't want to do anything. You just feel like you need to. And so listen to that side of yourself that wants to rest and sleep and vacation and just be. And doors will open. And your guides do know you will be faithful to your project. You will get on this path. You really, you will. It's just right now is not the time. So I guess I'm giving you a timeline of until August. You know, basically the summer. Circle back to this in August. I don't know if it necessarily needs to happen right now. You know, make whatever choice is most immediate if you have to, but you got a little bit of time, they're saying. And also, there's no red flags here. Nothing bad's happening in your life. Nothing's going to fall apart. You're being protected as you gently get onto your new path. Take it slow. By the end of 2022, money's going to be picking up. Money's going to be in. Big money by the end of 2022. Big windfall. Lots of support. You're going to be on this path. Just give yourself till August. Wow, big download. Woo, big download for you. Wow. I hope that message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, Mari, you deserve a vacation for sure. You're going to have that light bulb moment. Oh, you're welcome, Rachel. Rachel says, I love my reading. Thanks a lot. Oh, thank you, Rachel. That's so sweet. All right, so we're going to move on to the next person. All right, Suma. What's up, Suma? Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. All right, so basically you've got your license to be a medical esthetician recently. I am so happy for you. That's incredible. But now you're at this point where like you're gonna have to start investing in a bunch of like expensive equipment. And the first thing you want to get is a laser hair removal machine. So you're just wondering, like, if I double down and I make this investment, what am I, how is this going to be? Is this a good choice? How soon until I start making really good money off of this? These are really valid questions. So let me just pull some cards for you and let's dig into this. Okay, something about micro needling is coming up. I don't know if you're licensed to do that or that's part of it, but I see that the micro needling would be very affordable right now as far as the equipment goes, and you'd be making really good money. Like, I get messages too about if you want to be successful in this industry, then having a really good like Instagram and TikTok and website is going to be super important for you. And there's a lot of people who are doing this medical esthetician work, but they have really shitty photos and it just looks kind of janky and their Instagram looks kind of blah and they're not very active and their website's all glitchy. And those are the people like I don't want to hire. So if you are taking good photos and, you're staying active and, I just get the sense like this is something showing before and afters. I'm sure you already have a vision to do something like that, but it could be really helpful for you right now. to put yourself into like a social media school. And there's tons of free classes and videos and stuff online on how to like grow your TikTok, how to grow your Instagram, like even especially like in the industry you're in. So 100%, if you want to get as much money as you can, as fast as you can, being super active on social media, like ridiculously active and having good quality content, is going to help. And so, knowing that that's the path you're going to have to walk, if I was in your situation, I would be watching videos on like how to be good on TikTok. I'd be following other medical estheticians and I'd be watching how often are they posting, what kind of content are they posting, what does their content look like, what's on their website, how are they driving sales, what are their posts saying, and basically just copy and emulate them. I mean, write your own thing, but don't completely steal from them, but basically look and see who's successful out there and how are they getting people in the doors, because this is modern day marketing. So I'm seeing something about the microneedling being really popular and that being a huge source of bread and butter for you. But as far as the machine for laser hair removal, I think that will do good too. I think that it's a big expense and it will hurt at first. I don't know if you're going to do it on a loan or if you're paying something off, but it will be like the first couple months really difficult. It's not like they're telling you don't do it. It's just there's other things that you can probably do that you could make a really good money from that might not require that big of an investment. So that's why I kept seeing microneedling. So something about that. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, now the first card you got was really positive. It's the 10 of Cups. And this is a card that's talking about like money and like happy family. I don't know if you're married with kids. If you are, it's a message that like you're going to provide so much support to your family. This is going to be a really flexible job that you can do as a mother. If you're not married with kids or you don't desire kids or marriage or whatever, I don't know. This is just saying like this job and this path is going to help you to attract so much bliss and so much abundance, and like your success is literally guaranteed. But you do need to be smart when it comes to what you invest in. And so I would almost do anything but the machine at first, and to try to just get people in the doors, and then you can invest in your machine once things are going. I don't know if the laser hair removal is going to be the main thing that gets people through the doors. And I'm definitely seeing microneedling, and I don't know, I'm seeing you're going to be doing microneedling, maybe radio frequency, all those stuff, all different kinds of facials, all those things. I see that. I think you can start there. And then after you've got, you people coming in, consistent clients, that you have people that you can pitch it to who will buy it from you, then at that point, purchase it. It could just be a way too big of investment, like just before you've even opened the doors for your business. So I would suggest to open the doors for the business, do everything you can that doesn't require that. And then your heart will tell you, it could be 3 months. It could be a couple months into the business. You've already got regular clients and you're like, okay, now I can get this and I can pitch it and I can start posting about it. And like, it's interesting. The lady who does like my work, I watched her launch her business. And I watched her, I don't know, I found her on Instagram, and that's where people are going to find you. Hashtag esthetician, hashtag microneedling, hashtag hair removal, in your area. Definitely, that's how I found this person. And I watched her slowly get more training and get more certifications. And she'd always tell me, hey, I can do this now. Hey, would you like this treatment? Hey, let's do this. And so I just have a feeling it'll be something similar where you will know at a certain point when you feel safe enough to make that investment. But even if you just bit the bullet and did it right now, it would be a good investment. There's no way that you're not going to move forward with this and that you're not going to be successful, but it will take time. It's funny because I'm seeing 9 months, the timeline of 9 months, like that's how long it will take you to get your business like really off the ground. That makes sense. It's like a pregnancy. It's so funny. And yeah, usually about a year. You're going to have consistent clients. I've started 3 different businesses in my life. Every single business I've ever started has taken me about a year to start feeling like I have some regular clients, you know? So this is gonna take some time, but I think you could speed this up if you go hard on TikTok, because TikTok, the algorithm is gonna push your content to people in your local area first. That's a great way to market. Instagram, watch these estheticians and copy their content, be consistent, and if you just work it hard, you're going to pull people in and be attracted. Also, of course, you can do advertisements in the local newspaper, maybe setting up a booth at the farmer's market and offering free mini facials or whatever. Like, getting out in your community is always great, but, don't underestimate the power of social media. So they're saying 6 to 9 months for your success, for your, for this to really come in. And I just want to ask for a clarifier if you should, make this investment right away or not. What would the path look like if you made the investment right away? And what would the path look like if you waited? Honestly, I don't think it'll make a difference. I think if you buy it now because you're just like, this is what my heart's telling me to do, that Spirit will protect you and provide for you. And I think that if you wait, I see pretty much the same thing. So the message here really is to let go of your fear and trust yourself. I do see a message about how maybe after getting out of school, you might need just a little bit of time to rest. I see that you're going to build a really beautiful office space or place to do this work. People are going to love it so much. It's going to feel just like this blissful escape from their chaotic lives. And people are going to literally be addicted to you and your services. And your guys are just saying you're worthy. And like, you kind of just want to get creative and start playing around with this new machine. And it's almost like, if that's just what feels good, go for it. You're going to be successful. Be prepared. Any business you start is going to take a considerable amount of time to start giving you that full-time wage. If you want to make full-time money, you have to put in full-time work. And so it's not usually something that's going to happen in just a couple of months. So just keep that in mind. But I certainly don't see this taking you years. 6 to 9 months seems like you're starting to get some good support. Things are starting to pay off. And you're already on the way. You've already built so much momentum. So I'm wishing you all the best in your endeavors. I wish I could come get laser hair removal from you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. All right, so we're moving on to the next person. Okay. This is for Neha.
If and when will I be able to move from my present job company to a new job company in the same line of profession, but with better
Better
pay?
pay, basically. Okay, so Neha, you're basically wondering when you'll be able to move from your current job into another job, just in the same industry, same profession. You just want more pay. You want more opportunity to grow. I get the sense the job you're at right now, they're just not giving you opportunities, and you're ready to move up and you want a change of environment. Thanks for clarifying, by the way, that, because this should be totally doable. Let's pull some cards. It's actually kind of funny. I don't know if you're single, but it looks like you could be meeting somebody as a result of this change of jobs. That's pretty crazy. And this has been something you've been thinking about for a while. This is about like kind of fantasizing about it, thinking about starting over and having this change and getting out of there. I also get the sense that you've been at this crossroads for a long time. I just feel like there are some toxic people in your work environment that like low key are kind of rubbing you the wrong way. And I do get this sense that you have been needing a change. And so we are, as far as a timeline, I'll pull you a timeline, but I'm getting the temperance card. And it's about patience. It's about patience, so it's definitely not going to be right away. Um, see if there's anything else I can pull before I get your timeline. Well, your guides are they're saying that right now is a wonderful time to brush up your resume and to write your cover letter and get ready. And also, I'm going to tell you a secret. There is a website called Copy AI. I don't know if you know about it, but it's COPY.ai. And just go on that website and start clicking around and you'll figure it out. It will help you write your resume so good. It will help you if you're freaking out about how do I word this? How do I say this? How do I, put this, because it's just like, I'm sure you're a great writer, but it's hard, right? That's probably the hard thing is the procrastination. There's a lot of things you got to fill out. There's a lot of applications you got to submit. There's cover letters you got to write. I would not suggest that you just pick one job and apply to it and sit around and kind of wait. I think you should be applying to like 50 to 100 jobs. I think you should spread that seed as far as you can and see which ones take and grow and turn into an interview. I also think you should consider looking for this job perhaps further away from where you live, or maybe even in another state, another area. I do see something about you traveling or maybe moving, and that's exciting if that's what your intention is. So they're definitely saying, yeah, get creative and time to start building your confidence and kind of pumping yourself up to get ready to go out there and do those interviews, because it's hard. We have to face all of our, we, we have to, yeah, I don't know, it's like hard, right? Like talking to people and telling them things about yourself and trying to be like, I'm an awesome person. It's hard, it's scary, and like, we're gonna want to fight that and resist it. And even if things are tough where you're currently working, I get the sense that it's still easy and comfortable to stay rather than to change. It might not be a matter of when this is going to happen, even though that's your question. I think it'll happen as soon as you can commit yourself to applying to like 50 jobs. If you're just sitting there willy-nilly applying every once in a while, or you haven't applied yet, it's basically as soon as you can apply yourself, you're going to get it. So let's pull cards though. But your guides want you to wait. It's almost like take a break. Like the last person, or one of the last people I was reading for, getting messages about them resting and taking a vacation. I'm not just saying that because it's summer. It's very much the energy right now to rest, to retreat, to meditate. That way you can heal a little bit and call your power back to you. Because when you get this new job, it's going to take a lot of energy. Even though it's the same thing, you're going to be learning new system, new people. It's going to require a lot of energy. You're going to have to be like on, and so you deserve to take a load off and kind of relax and celebrate the end of this journey before you hop onto that next path. So it's actually being recommended that you wait a little bit. And if you want to get busy, you can be working on the resume and all that stuff. So how long should you maybe wait for before you look for a job? A month. So they're saying give yourself a month to just rest and not worry about it. And then you can, call your energy back to you, and then you can go full speed ahead to working on this. Yeah, they're saying by August you could have a job offer. And so I think like you rest for like the next couple weeks, and then July you're putting out those applications. And really, this is hiring season. I feel like for your job and your industry, they're hiring, like they're going to be hiring late July and August and into September for sure. So you could land a job as soon as August. But if you just jump straight into it, you're going to burn out. So that's why they're like, forget about it a couple weeks, rest hard, and then you're going to write those resumes, you're going to be applying, you're going to be interviewing, and then you're going to be able to negotiate for a big pay because you're going to have multiple job offers. So I see that for you. Amazing. I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. So is that everybody? There's one more? Okay. All right, you guys. So last call for readings. There's nobody on the list right now. So if you want me to read for you right now, speak now or forever hold your peace. Type below. My partner will help you sign up for a reading, and you could be the last person or the last two people I read for. So just going to give you guys a minute to think about it. Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody, because I'm about to end the session. So just waiting for a minute. If anybody wants to get a reading, you can get it right now. Yeah. There's only 3 people in the chat, so. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. I had so much fun doing these readings today. I don't know if I'm going to do another live mini like this for a long while, which is why I kind of popped on here to just do this today while I had some time. But I will be doing live free readings once a week. So just make sure that you subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thank you all for your support, and I'll see you next time.